If the creationist model is correct, then birds have always existed, and not only birds, but every modern kind of birds. Now this would be an easy idea to test, since birds are very diverse, the most speciose group of land vertebrates alive today, and they are very common. And so if birds have always existed, when the Cambrian rocks were laid down, when the Silurian rocks were laid down, when the Permian rocks were laid down, etc., then we should be able to find representatives of modern kinds, and even potentially every modern kind of bird in every fossil rock layer. Such evidence would support the creationist model. In contrast, the evolutionary model claims that modern kinds of birds have not always existed, and that one would not find their fossils in early rock layers. The major tenet of the intelligent design model is the idea of irreducible complexity. This idea could certainly be applied to birds, since birds are very complex and have many adaptations which allow them to fly. The intelligent design advocates would argue that these characteristics could not evolve in stages. What good would half a wing be, or half a feather? And so therefore, in the intelligent design model, the ability to fly and the adaptations for flight should appear suddenly without transitional forms, and it would be impossible for an animal to have some but not all of the features which allow modern birds to fly. The evolutionary model, however, would claim the opposite, that the adaptations for flight evolved from other features in ancestors of birds. And so there would be a series of transitional fossils leading from ancestral forms to birds and modern birds, including transitional forms in the ability to fly. There have been no fossils of birds found in the Precambrian or Paleozoic rocks, so apparently the majority of Earth's history passed without a single bird. When birds do first appear in the middle of the Mesozoic era, there are no modern kinds of birds, no hawks, no sparrows, no ducks, etc. Instead, the first birds possess a series of traits which no modern bird possesses, but which dinosaurs did, such as grasping clawed fingers, teeth, long reptilian tails, etc. In addition, there were a number of theropod dinosaurs which are so similar to birds that even experts have difficulty telling them apart. They inclusive had feathers and perhaps even the ability to fly in some. Birds evolved during the remainder of the Mesozoic era and increased their ability to fly, developing the carina, that extension on the sternum which allows for larger chest muscles, modifying their wings, losing their teeth, modifying their tail, etc. After the mass extinction, which not only wiped out the dinosaurs, but a group of enantiornithine birds, or opposite birds, which were dominant during the Mesozoic, the modern kinds of birds evolved during the last 65 million years during the Cenozoic era. And so it seems as if birds evolved from theropod dinosaurs, and that from the first birds until the groups of modern birds, tens of millions of years passed.